What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Now today, Jagex has released something that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, and this is going to be something that I've talked about, I think, in streams, and I believe I've talked to a few of you about it on TES and whatnot, and how it would be nice if Jagex could release something quite like this. And today they finally released it. It is the grouping system for RuneScape, which for you guys who don't know exactly what it is a system that is put in place for people who don't want to physically try to search for groups to do particular activities in RuneScape. You can go to this system, this interface, and in a way search for people who are doing mini games or bossing or any activity that is groupable around RuneScape. Without actually trying to go to the forums and whatnot. This will hopefully streamline people wanting to do bossing, because obviously bossing and everything else, because obviously on forums you try to go on there and you see people posting, oh, I'll do a mass of this sort, and you add them, they're offline, and you got to run around trying to find people, and it's not exactly the most enjoyable situation. Hopefully with this update we'll see this be streamlined and people will be able to do their activities with each other more and more easily, and hopefully it goes over very well. So, I've been messing around with it for a little bit, and it is a little glitchy right now. I've had a few problems with world hopping, and that's not a big deal really, because you can always just, add the person who's actually doing the group and find them and come back in. Although it is a little annoying, I don't think it's gonna kill people from ever using it. But to be able to use it, you guys are probably like, well, where is it? What is this? I want to be able to do my groups. So first of all, find it in your top left, well, for me, top left corner, in your little menu bar thingy up here. You gotta click on this little grouping icon with the red, yellow, green, and blue men. Click on the open grouping system, and now you're in your open grouping system. Off to your left, you got your group list. Group list will have everything from your skills to your mini games to your bossing to everything, and it's nicely grouped into a bunch of little categories with subcategories as well to them. So it's really cool in how they grouped it all together like that. I like that, I really do. And the skills, dungeoneering probably belongs in mini games, PvP safe. Or no, I'm joking. But beside that, obviously we have your skills, which dungeoneering is your only really group skill, and your social slayer, which is your slayer. So I guess slayer can be technically a group skill if you do it that way. But so you got your dungeoneering, your slayer, then you got your PvP safe mini games. So any type of your Fist of Gothics, your Castle Wars, such like that, where you're not gonna lose your items, you go into there. Mini games PvP are gonna be the games that you go into, and when you die, you lose your stuff. So you don't want to go into there with stoof. Minigames combat, those are your regular combat minigames, which is going to be obviously Barbarian and Pest Control, since the games you go into and you fight stuff, you don't lose any items and you get rewards from them. Minigames non-combat, your skilling minigames are going to be your minigames that give you XP and different skills and such, everything from Heist, Conquest, Blast Furnace, Mobilize an Armies, Trouble Brewing, because everyone loves a little bit of Trouble Brewing, the Greater Orb Project, and beyond. And then the bottom one, where everybody is probably waiting to see what happened with boss fights. I like it. I do. Boss fights, obviously it has all your multiplayer bossing. And obviously, when you look at it, you're gonna be, why is everyone at Grotto? No, I'm joking. I actually did. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, why is everyone at Grotto? But, it's Grotto. People are always gonna be there. Off to your right, though, from your group list, rather, you're gonna see a little number. Well, some of the numbers are quite big, but they're in little text. These are the number of groups that are currently existing within each activity. So technically right now there are 91 groups within the dungeoneering skill group list. There are one group of fishing trawler people. There is 25 groups at next. There is, you can go through the list and see what you want to do. That is the number of groups rather, who are made up of people that are doing said activity. So that is nice to know. You can see if people are actually doing certain activities and whatnot. Move over to the middle section. And essentially what in the middle section does, it gives you a brief recommendation for your group size and, what you should probably be doing, what the activity does, your rewards, your requirements, and settings for said activity. See, for your dungeoneering, you can change your floors, your whatnots, your sizes, your complexities, everything like that for your dungeoneering. Obviously, they differ from each activity, because each activity is technically different. But if you go back down to, your bossing, where I'm assuming a lot of people will be going down here. I like this about it. Look at this. You go to your requirements and it tells you, well, not that one. Rewards, not requirements. It tells you what you can get from said item, from said boss monster. So it is kind of cool. You can see if you're not quite sure Like, you want to go to a boss, you're not quite sure what it actually drops, because maybe you're just not up to date on the game, and you're just looking like, I wonder what I can get from said boss. You can go into here, and you can find, oh, look, if I go to Barrow's Res 6, if you're not up to date with the game, you probably shouldn't be going there, but if you go there, you can get the shields of, level 90, and if you go to Dagonoth Kings, you can get all the rings, and it tells you the stats and whatnot of everything. You go to here, you get the sigils, and, and so on and so forth, a Raxer with all this stuff, It's really, I like how they did that. It gives you more of, an explanation of how the boss, of what the boss drops, obviously. So it's really nice to see the rewards, basically. And then also down here, it tells you, well, if you change the rewards back, you go down here. It tells you right in the middle section, right where it is, or a good, general idea. Obviously, once again, if you're not familiar with RuneScape, you're not going to be able to know exactly where the Trollheim Mountains are. But it gives you a nice little description of where it is and how to get to it. So from there, once you decide what activity you'd want to be doing, say we're gonna go and pick something that people are gonna be doing. We will do Kelphite King, because I was messing around with it, and there is always a good sized group with Kelphite King. So with Kelphite King, what you want to do whatever one you want to pick, whatever group you pick, find out what you want to do. Click Join Queue. There are 46 match groups existing. Click Join Queue, and what it does is it randomly puts you into a group of people who are doing KK on a random world. Now, once you do that, you look at who's on here, basically. For me, I just find the group leader. He's on World 45, so guess what? They're on World 45 doing KK. So, what you can do, you click Ready, so that means you're ready. And when you click Ready, it will try to tell you to go to World 45. So basically what it says is, to be marked as ready, you will need to switch to World 45. Would you like to do this now? I'm not going to, reason being because it's been crashing my client. I've had quite a few times where I've crashed, I've had quite a few times where it's been successful, but it's been kind of a 50-50 shot. So I'm not going to do that right now, but that is how you do it. You click on you click on the Ready button down the bottom right-hand corner, and what it does is essentially lets you go to the said world, and you guys are now grouped together in a group. Obviously, see, and then you have a little group. Oh yeah, that's right. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see my chat going. You can see people going on and offline, going in the groups on world, whatever. The type in here, it's 4/. 1, 2, 3, 4, and type O or P or whatever. There you go. 4/, and you can type in your group little quick chat thing there. But and it'll tell you. See, they're just gonna be calling out stuff, basically saying what they need. But if I wanted to join a KK mass, I'd click that, go there, and all good. If nobody was streaming one, of course, because obviously Tireless God. Yeah, you, John, likes to stream them every single day, but that's besides the fact. So if he's not on, go to this, but if he's on, go check him out at Tireless God on Twitch. But that is how you do that. And if you want to leave your group and go find something different, click Leave Group, find something different, and go for it. Now, a function that I really like on this, the Random Group button. Join one of the 5 groups with the most players at random. Now, this is for people who are kind of maybe bored and don't know what to do, and they want to just do something, but they're not quite sure. I would strongly advise using this button if you are that person. Click the Random Group button, and what it does is I'm now going to next, apparently. What if I don't want to go to next? Well, that's right, you can always just leave it real quick. But it randomly assigns you to a group of people doing a certain activity within the top 5 groups of activity. So it's basically just throwing you into a random activity and telling you, do this because you're bored and you click the random button. I like it. I like it a lot. It's actually quite a cool function, and I think people will use the shit out of that just for the sake of not being bored no more. I see people constantly, it's like, I'm bored, what do I do? Do the Random Group button, and maybe you get thrown into something that you like to do. You can keep on clicking it, keep on trying to find something that's nice to do. Kelphite King obviously appeared again because it is one of the top activities on the list. So that is quite cool with it, and I enjoy that function of it as well. And also there is a. I'm not going to get into like the create a group because that's obviously self-explanatory. You click on this, you create a group, you do, your request has been sent to create a group. There we go. Yes. Create a group within whatever update group, and I can go like this. Your request to change the group has been sent. All assigned teams will be reset automatically. Okay, I didn't fuck around with this. What happened? Okay, we're gonna mess around with that. We're not gonna mess around with that. Let's exit that real quick. Okay, so that is the grouping system thing. One small problem that I've run into with it is the fact, like, what's this? I'll see if I can do it again. When you join a queue with somebody, I've been noticing sometimes I find people and they're actually offline. Oops, that didn't work. And I don't know if like it keeps them in their queue like forever, or like they're see, look, like he's offline, so this isn't even helping me. He is the group leader, but he's technically offline. That doesn't help me in trying to play the mini game. So I don't know if there's a way for them to be like, oh, if somebody goes offline, kick them out of the whole entire interface. But I don't know if like they're stuck in there or what the hell's going on with them. But it's not good, and it's kind of annoying considering when you're in here, you're trying to actually find, you know, an actual, you know, game to play. So that's one thing I've noticed with it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, and you can always just, you know, find people online if I click a little button somewhere. But I've looked and I can't find anything. But yeah, so that's the only problem with it. But it's not even that big of a problem. But yes, that is the grouping system that has been released today. Obviously, guys, go check it out and have a look for yourself. Play around with it. Kappa, that's what she said. And see if you guys can find anything that I missed, because I probably missed something, but you know what? I've been playing around with it, and it is actually quite a fun little update, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. And I hope Jagex will fix some of the weird little issues. Like I said, the DCing when you try to hop worlds. I don't know if there's something to do with the grouping system, or if that's just the world being weird today. Also with the offline issue. And I think overall, update gets a 7 out of 10 for me. 7 out of 10. Only reason because it's not exactly that quick. You know, I've said a couple of little things, but 7 out of 10, Jagex. Good for you. I just threw a... Damn it. Oh, shit. I am dropping stuff all over the place. 7 out of 10, though, Jagex. Good on you. That's a passing grade for me. So until next time, guys, I'll be out. I might be streaming later today. I don't know. That's just a brief little 11-minute video. Oh my god, Becky. What the fuck? Really? Okay. Well then, apparently I just rambled on for 11 minutes about a grouping system update. So I will see you guys later on, maybe tonight. If not, I'll be in TeamSpeak all day because it's Labor Day and we have today off. So I gotta go. You guys gotta go watch a video and I gotta upload this shit. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like it and do whatever you do to the YouTubes because I'm new to YouTube. Hello? Thank you. I will see you guys later, though. Peace.